Very good morning to one and all present here. Today I'm just going to talk about the National Population Policy 2000 years. First of all, we will discuss about what is the evolution of national population policy. It is well recognized that India has a distinction of being the first country in the world to have a government sponsored family planning program with the purpose of achieving a population control. This was already as in 1952. Even before that, the population control was introduced and emphasized by the Borough Committee. They recommended in 1946 that the birth control should provide for the promotion of the health of the member of the children. This was the first time that in 1976 the statement of the national population policy was declared by the Congress government. The revealed the revised version of the policy statement of the family welfare was declared in 1977. The revised version include the reference of any form. Both these statements were laid down on the table in the parliament but never discussed or adopted. However, some of the measures suggested in 1976 policy statement were acted upon. For instance, the minimum legal age of marriage for the girls and the boys was raised to 18 and 21 respectively, and the presentation in the Lok Sabha and the state legislature was on the basis of 1971 census till 2001. Now we shall see these are the historical growth of the national population policy. In the year 1994, the expert group headed by Dr. M.S. Swaminathan adopted for preparing a draft of a national population policy and submitted the report to the government. It was circulated among the members of the Parliament Committee, were invited in the central and the state agencies. The detail of the recommendations of the Swaminathan Committee is available. So various years we have introduced different policies in order to control the birth and reduce the mortality rate. Now recently, in 2000 years, a new national population policy was introduced. This policy contains 9 sections and 4 appendices. The details are as follows. Now we are going to elaborately discuss about what are the futures and objectives and importance, how the target is achieved, all the things we shall discuss in this particular video. Introduction. The growth of India's population and the current situation is described as follows. On 11th May 2000 years, India is projected to have a 1 billion, that is 100 crores people, that is 60% of the world population on 2.4% of the global area. Its current trend continues. India may overtake China in 2045 to become the most popular country in the world. While the global population has increased threefold during this century, from 2 billion to 6 billion, the population of India has increased nearly 5 times from 238 million to 1 billion in the same period. The India's current annual increase in population of 15.5 million is a large enough to neutralize effort to conserve the resource endowment and environment. India's demographic achievement on behalf of the recent years formulating the National Family Welfare Program are listed as follows. 1. What are the importance of this National Family Welfare Program? Number 1. To reduce the crude birth rate, that is 40.8% in 1951 to 19.5% in 2021. The second one, infant mortality rate was reduced from 146 per thousand live births in 1951 to 72 per thousand live births in 2021. The next one, the reduced crude death rate CDR from 25 in 1951 to 0.6 in 2021. The life expectancy of 25 years and 37 years and 62 years in 1950 to 51. Now it has come down to 68 years and 70.7 years for both male and female. To reduce the total fertility TFR rate from 6.0% in 1951 to 3.3% in 2000 years. Now, the next section is about the population projection for India in millions are reported as follows. In 1991, the total population of India is 846.3 million, whereas in recent years, since the census was not taken, this is an approximate figure which was given by various agencies. In 2021, the population projection is 140.7 millions. So the stabilizing population is essential requirement for promoting the sustainable development with more equitable distribution. If you see the data, the trend has been increasing over the years. So we are in the 846, now we are in the 140. So this shows that there was a tremendous increase in the population growth in India. However, it is as much a function of making a reproductive healthcare accessible and affordable to all as of increasing the provision of outreach primary and secondary education, extending the basic communities including sanitation, safe drinking water and housing, besides empowering of women and enhancing their employment opportunities and providing transport and communication. Now we shall see what are the basic objectives of the national population policy. The objective of the national population policy in the year 2000 years have been classified medium-term objectives and long-term objectives. If you take about the medium-term objectives, to bring about total fertility rate to replacement level by 2010 through vigorous implementation of intersectoral operations and strategies. The long-term objective is to achieve a stable population by 2045 at the level consistent with the requirements of sustainable economic growth, social development and environmental protection. So these are all some of the basic objectives of the long-term objective of the new national population policy. Now, what are the things we have to undertake? The very important things. The first one is to address unmet needs of basic reproductive and child health care services. The number two, make a school education up to 14 years free and compulsory. Reduce the dropout rate in primary and secondary school level, that is 20% both boys and girls. Reduce infant mortality rate below 30 per thousand live births. Reduce maternal mortality rates from 100 per 10,000 live births. Achieve universal immunization of children against all vaccines. The next one, promote delay marriages for girls neither earlier than age 16, preferably after 20 years of age, to achieve 80% of institutional deliveries and 100% deliveries by trained persons. So control AIDS and prevent the control of communicable disease, integrated the Indian system of medicine ISM, then promote vigorous small and family norms to achieve a replacement level of total fertility rate, to bring about convergence and implementation of related social sectoral programs and family welfare becomes a people control program. And overall, the policy emphasizes about small family norms. So these are some of the very important objectives and programs for the new national population policy 2020. If the new national population policy 2000 years is fully implemented, we anticipated the population of 1,107 million, that is 110 crores in 2010, instead of 1,162 million, that is 116 crores projected for the technical group of population projection. So these are all some of the projections made by the expert committees. So we would like to control the population, particularly in the rural as well as in the urban areas. Now the next section is what are the strategic theme which is framed in the new population policy. The 12 strategic themes which must be simultaneously pursued in stand-alone or intersectoral program in order to achieve the national socio-demographic goals for 2010 have been identified. These are presented below. Number 1. Decentralized planning and program implementation. As per our Constitution, 73rd and 74th Amendment,